we have a small update on Vannifar. And by small, I mean I added 5 cards to my deck. Because, that's more cards equals more better. But not joking, jokes aside, the concept behind playing 65 cards is, I think, kind of underappreciated in a lot of constructed formats. So, as we talked about at nauseum over the past, times that we've been playing this deck, the combo setup for Vannifar requires so much deck building space because you need the 4 Vannifars, you need at least somewhere between 7 to 8 copies combined of Specialist and Glasspool Mimic. I think the second Recruiter is mandatory because if you draw it, then you fuck up your entire combo. It makes it cost an additional 3 mana. Tyvar is mandatory. The 8 Elves are mandatory. At least 3 Rona, at least 2 Shaman, at least 3 Oaths. There's just like so many cards that you have to play. And once you get to building decks, you just don't have that much room left over to play cards that you want to play. And specifically this edition of Reflector Mage, this is like a massive edition. So we were trying to figure out a good way to beat Mayhem Devil, because the combo in and of itself does require you to sacrifice a lot, because you have to sacrifice the initial elf, then the monitor, and then you have to sacrifice the monitor 7 more times. So we found ourselves in spots where we just couldn't beat Mayhem Devil. So the concept behind Reflector Mage is you can go elf into monitor, monitor into reflector, that's 2 sacrifices, which means they can't kill Vannifar. You get to Reflector Mage, bounce their devil, and then on the following turn they can't replay the devil. So then you have basically a free turn where you're always going to be in a spot where they can't play devil. Now, it doesn't work against multiple devils. I understand that. But neither does Skyclave Apparition. And the only card that I could come up with that is a creature that kills multiple devils is Deputy of Detention. But that card is so bad into Fatal Push. So I wanted to go with Reflector Mage as kind of like a way to not get blown up by Fatal Push. So that's kind of the addition here. And then we also kind of added the 4th Oath of Nissa, the 4th Rona, and the 3rd Fauna Shaman. Those were the other new additions here. We're keeping the Knight of Bottom in the main deck to be able to kill Witch's Oven, stuff like that, Fable the Mirror Breaker. And then we played 21 lands the other day, so because we're adding more spells to the deck, we also have to up the land count a little bit, and that's how we get to 65 with 23 lands. That's the main deck changes. As far as the sideboard is concerned, I still have no idea what I want in the sideboard. Like, I don't know. My sideboard right now is pretty bad, but you'll notice a lot of one-ofs here, and I wanted to try a different approach to sideboarding. So previously it was like 4 Landline, 4 Disdainful Stroke, 4 Archon of Emeria. And what we're trying in this version is we're trying a lot more tutor targets, right? So you have like Hermit and Freebooter that you can search for either off of Fauna Shaman or Vannifar Sac Elf if you need to like help you protect the combo. Liberator to kill Witch's Oven, Scavenging Ooze for Graveyard Hate, Frillback, which kind of does everything, life gain, naturalize, and Graveyard Hate. Still have the Archon to fetch against combo decks, Elder Gargaroth for Phoenix, and then we're even going up to Rurikthar against Lotus Field. Now this one is really cool because what ends up happening is, yes, you can search for it with Fauna Shaman, but, and hear me out, there's also a line where you can go pick up Gigantha, cast Gigantha, and then sack Gigantha to search for Rurikthar if you have Vannifar in play. I don't know how likely that is to come up, but what's cool about that line is with Tyvar, your Gigantha can tap for mana the turn you play it. So if you have 2 extra mana left over, like if you have a couple extra elves, you can say, like Tyvar, play Gigantha, then you can go tap the Gigantha for blue-green, and then maybe untap an elf with Tyvar, and then get 1 other mana elsewhere to play Vannifar, and then immediately use the Vannifar because the Tyvar is in play. So there's some cool stuff you can do with that. But we're going to try this list out. Where's Redain? We did kind of forget about the Redain, didn't we? Remember Yo Rhinos? I do remember. But that was playing 80 cards, right? You can untap Gigantha, but you cannot play Prime Speaker Vannifar only with Gigantha mana, because you can't use Gigantha mana to pay for the 2 in Prime Speakers. This This is certainly one of the hands of all time. It's like a 6-card hand because Recruiter's a brick. It's almost like a 5-card hand because the second Cauldron. I'm going to ship this. It is a 2-lander with an elf. Okay, this hand's much, much better. I did see it drop there. I just haven't gotten time to reply to it yet. You explained the combo, and I still didn't quite understand it. I also am kind of confused as to why we're going super deep on that combo when we could just be doing, like, why is that better than the retraction, or not retraction, but why is that better than the setup that we have here? Oh, I definitely played the wrong land. It's fine. I'm stun locking myself already. Yeah, I'm confused as to why that combo is better than Extraction Specialist plus Corridor Monitor. That's kind of what I didn't really understand that. The Shark. Okay, loot here. Gotta attack for one, you know? Gotta show him who's boss. Which land should I leave untapped? Probably blue. True! Luca, Bruno, thank you very, very much for the 25-month resub. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Getting us that much closer to play some pure modern. Look, Chad, if you guys are down on pure mod, or if you guys are down on modern, I know how to fix that. So I can untap elf, play Cauldron, find Vannifar. Voices. Does that work? Plus, untap elf. I've already played a land. Tap 2 mana, Cauldron, loot, discard Vannifar. No, because I don't have a creature untapped. So I think I'm going to wait for next turn to do that. So why don't we... I don't even want to expose the Cauldron to a potential leyline binding. So I'm just going to untap the Rona, play elf, and pass. We'll see what they do. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too, Luca, honestly. Carry did. So no binding. Like that. Assume they attack Tyvar here. They should. But that's why now would be like the actual perfect time to do a pure modern event. Because everybody's, you know, not everybody, but a lot of people are down on the state of modern. Given the recent results in, you know, lack of bannings. So now would be like a really, really good time to do some pure modern. Oh, we win. I can even do it the fancy way, right? Nah, fancy way is worse if they have, like, a removal spell, so let's just not do it the fancy way. I don't know if they could have Fatal Push or something. This one. Untap. This one. This one. Splinter Twin is back. Pioneer Hollow One Beans. That sounds kind of interesting. What are the ways to trigger beans besides Hollow One? Alright, I will get your song request in just a second, Kuzin. Hearth Elemental. That's kind of gas. That does trigger Beanstalk. Copy this. Trigger this. Do the thing, and the thing with the thing. Copy. Back this. Yada yada. Untap here. Alright, now you are dead. Attack. See you. This feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh combo. It basically is. Made a first draft of the new Amalia Wildgrowth combo deck and mentioned you on Twitter. I did see that, big guy. I just haven't had the chance to look at it yet. I am I don't know. I mean, I'll reserve judgment until I play games with that deck. It was at 46, by the way. But I'm just not as sold on that as other people are. Alright, what do we want against? This is likely, I mean, they showed Yorion. So I don't know if they're not enigmatic, because enigmatic would not play Sylvan Caryatid. So it looks like probably just some sort of Bring to Light Omnath deck with Yorion. Yeah, I think I could. Well, actually, can you? Because I thought you couldn't save targets with permanents that were, like, game objects that were leaving the graveyard and coming back. Maybe you can, though. Yeah, it could be Invasion. Well, no, if they were Invasion of Alara, they couldn't play Caryatid, right? Because they would just hit Caryatid off of Invasion. Okay, I have the Triad Neck. I don't imagine this is a match we need Reflector Mage. I want these strokes. Knight of Autumn sounds good. We can shave an elf. When in doubt, I usually just shave an elf. Could bring in Liberator if they have Binding. I could shave a Fauna Shaman. Okay, we'll just do this. I think this looks fine. I mean, I could also board up to more than 65. Any concern that we don't have a plan B with this deck at all? I mean, not necessarily. Because even though you don't have a plan B, you have enough ways to remove their graveyard hate pieces between, like, Fauna Shaman tutoring for Outland Liberator. You can also maybe try to fit a Boseiju in the mana base. I don't currently have one, but I think that you have enough ways to remove permanent hate pieces that you don't necessarily need a backup plan, if that makes sense. I think the deck is totally fine without it. Maybe I should have kept this hand. It's a little sus. Less sus now. Playing the elf here in case I draw Vannifar. Canister is so right. John, thank you so much for the 14-month resub, getting us that much closer to play some pure modern. Thanks again, John. Yeah, this hand was sus adjacent. Alright, I don't think there's any 4-drops that I care too much about. I guess maybe Omnath. I'm out of the loop what happened yesterday. Happened yesterday in what? In what? Oh shit, Kuzin, I got you. I got you, Kuzin. E! Thank you for the 35 months. I totally forgot, but I got you. Thank you for reminding me. There, I'll even skip Periphery just to play your song. How's that? Even though I wouldn't normally skip this song, because it is a banger. Alright, what'd they do? Pick up Yorion Pass, no land. Alright, I'll do that in a second. Or if we have a mod here that can make that poll. Do we have any mods? We never have mods. There's a hype train, by the way, chat. A little scam train. Do we have mods? We have T-Spain. I don't know if T-Spain can hear me, but... T-Spain, if you're here... There you go. If not, I'll make the poll. Alright, I got you, Bolt. Hold on. Manage poll. Oh, you're on phone. Okay, you probably can't do it on phone then. I got you. Alright, I can't... There's a character limit on the question, so I cannot type that entire question, but I'll type most of it. I don't understand this poll at all. Bolt Snap Bolt just comes up with the most random shit. Alright, there's the poll. What is the best nickname for me? I guess you can vote if you want. You don't have to. It's not a requirement. They're still missing land drops. I'm just not respecting their 4-drops. I don't even know if they have 4-drops. Alright, go. Can we put a vote in for Doomwake? Like a... like a mail-in ballot? A mail-in ballot? A write-in, as it were? Simply rule zero the scam matchup. How exactly do you go about doing that? My opponent really should stop killing my creatures. Stop the count. Oh no. What's winning? I don't even. Do I want to know what's winning? Wake with the cake. Yeah, I kind of figured that one was gonna win. Obviously, thanks, Chad. All right, you know what's really good against a mana screwed opponent? Big Jegs. How do they have like 6 cards in hand? I guess their hands all spells. Got more bindings for me? More chains? Stop! Stop it! Just let me cook with Agatha. Come on. Let me cook. Yeah, shout out to the chatter who was asking about a plan B. We have the best plan B in the format. I mean, I'm just gonna fucking cast a 3-2, I guess. I'm just gonna cast a 3-2, alright? Deal with it. Deck. Field of Ruin? Yeah, Field of Ruin would go crazy. Tap land, huh? I can't Disdainful Stroke that. Okay, that is a good card. Good card has been acquired. Green, black, this. I guess we just snap minus. Try to find a Rona. We unfortunately did not find a Rona. Just gonna pass. Can block here. Yeah, back to nature. If only. Slaughter games. I couldn't counter that. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of like bring to light. Oh, I meant to block. I don't know. I didn't block. There's definitely some sort of bring to light, Omnath, that kind of stuff. We should have blocked. Niv Mizzet Reborn. Remember when that was like one of the best decks in Pioneer? Whatever happened to Niv Mizzet? Shout out to Niv. I missed that deck. I mean, people still play, 5-color nonsense, but just no more Nivs. Elvish Mystic, huh? Alright, attack you for 4. I mean, wouldn't the Niv Mizzet decks be like heavily favored against Rakdos? They're probably not bad. They're probably not great against green, but I have to imagine like just casting a 5-mana 6/6 and drawing 5 cards, probably favored against Rakdos in those games. How good do you think Up the Beanstalk is in Pioneer? I think it is good in exclusively the Enigmatic Incarnation decks. Past that, I am not a big fan of it. I mean, I think the card is good in these decks, but I don't think these decks are very good. Because these decks just get swallowed up by mono green. There's no reason to Cauldron here, right? No. I guess to get a counter on something, yeah, it's probably fine. I'll eat your Caryatid. Counter on Specialist, I guess. The Bant Lotus control deck. It's probably good in that deck too, but I'm also not a huge fan of that deck. Alright, what was the results of the poll? Yeah, obviously, Wake with the Cake one. Shocker. Let's just go to game 3. I've seen enough. Alright, how about we turn 3 them in this game, huh? What is my favorite standard deck? Current standard deck or standard deck of all time? Because I don't play enough current standard. I play basically no current standard, so I don't have any opinions on that. Yeah, I have not played standard in 9 months, so I don't really know anything about the format. Sand does not have an elf, but it kind of has everything else, so I'll keep this. Huge fan of rats. Are rats playable in standard? If so, maybe I should boot up the old arena stream. Courier's Briefcase. Okay. Drawing the Corridor Monitor. Always hella sus. Guess we just go Tyvar minus, try to spike an elf. Lucky. Alright, well, don't slaughter games me, I guess. They only have one in their 80-card deck. Surely they didn't draw their one slaughter games in their 80-card deck, right? Yeah, that's fine. Is it worth activating Fauna Shaman? I'm trying to think of what the downside is. Discard Specialist. I know I have Lethal. I'm just trying to think if there's any reason to, like, activate Fauna Shaman here. I guess not really. Okay, so I have to play the Monitor first, right? Because I need to get the Monitor in play. Yeah, so play Monitor. Yeah, they can cast Leyline Binding if they have it. Well, we'll see if they have it. Green, blue. Tap this, sack the elf. Oh. It's fine, I can untap a Tyvar. I definitely messed up, but it doesn't matter. I'm so used to sacrificing elf that I just, like, instinctively will do that. It doesn't matter. Thankfully, it does not matter. Alright, cool. Turns out they did not have Leyline Binding. Alright, what do we... I think we had 2 turn 4 kills that match. Do I think the new Huatli can fit Karuga Fires? I don't know. That card seems so expensive for what you're paying out of it. Where's Huatli? It's green. I feel like I remember seeing it. Where is Huatli? Mod check Huatli. Oh, the poet. ETB, search for a basic, put into your hand, then shuffle. 5 mana, exile, flip it. Then it flips into... Oh, this thing. I don't know. I mean, that card's not terrible. Alright, we're up against TJ. TJ is a known Lotus Field grinder, which means we have to be Monka Speed fast. I think I'm going to mulligan just looking for an elf. Okay, this is much better. Put back the brick. Yeah, it's not too bad. Gives you a land too. Whoa, this is not Lotus Field. I've been scammed. TJ not playing Lotus. What's going on? Yeah, I'm playing Pioneer to avoid scam, and I'm just getting scammed in Pioneer too. Like, everywhere I look, it's just, every single time. I cannot stop getting scammed. Well, playing against Rakdos is a scam. It's a scam in and of itself. I mean, Legacy definitely has scam too, right? Is there a format that you can't get scammed in? It's just a matter of time before we get the scam cards in Vintage, don't worry. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, I guess Standard. Did rhinoceroses get a new toy? You sent me a Saffron Olive tweet. No, that card is terrible. I guess we should Oath first in case we hit a fast land. Loot now, discard Mimic. I'm just gonna assume that I'm gonna hit a land off Oath. Honestly, I think I'd rather keep a backup Vannifar. I don't know that I'll have time for a backup Vannifar, though, is the issue. So... yeah, we have to go, like, Elf Tapland. Could have also maybe played the Oath there and went to 12? I think I'm going to be a little short this game. Because I'm theoretically taking... They're going to get 2 more combat steps, and that's kind of the problem here. And if that's assuming they don't have a removal spell for Vannifar, which, if they do, I basically can't win. Okay, that's fine. That I can actually beat. Maybe should have looted in response. But I kind of want to just chump block with Rona here, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think we're chump blocking with Rona. And then hoping they can't kill an elf next turn. Because this has me going to 8. Oh, no, then I die, right? If they have a creature to crew Bankbuster, I die. Block here, take 8. Alright, well, they simply will not have a creature to crew Bankbuster. Okay, go. Oh, actually, even if they don't, they just use the Harvester to crew Bankbuster and force me to chump block. So I'm just dead anyways. Alright. If I was in the play that game, I would have won. I was in the draw, right? Yeah. On the play, I think I would have won that game. Good to know. Stroke bad, Hermit bad. I don't really think any of these cards are good. Maybe Gargaroth is like a value threat over just like cut an elf. But I don't think you need a lot in this matchup. Is Gargaroth worth losing Giganta? And actually, for this matchup, it might not be. I might just submit the same deck. Is it better to shock? Well, maybe, but the thing about shocking is I need an elf to be able to combo. So, like, I guess I could chump block with the elf and then hope to oath into an elf, right? Maybe that's the plan. Alright, I'll play first. Giganta. If they kill the Rona, this hand is really loose. I think I have to ship this. Okay, this is a lot better. I mean, double Mana Confluence, but it's certainly better. Double Confluence is kind of sus, though. What is wrong with Modern? Where to start? I mean, just go look at the challenge results from Saturday. There were 6 in the top 8 and 13 in the top 32. And I think that kind of answers your question. I'm going to take Plaza so we take less damage. Is it time to play Pioneer Dinos? I don't think it ever is time to play Pioneer Dinos. Rude. Okay, loot. Discard Mana Confluence. And then I can go Soul Cauldron, untap Rona. I mean, I want the Soul Cauldron in play anyway, so I might as well cast it. Just trying to think of what I want to do now. I could eat the Elf, and then use this for green mana to cast Oath, which would untap the Rona. Which is honestly probably fine. Because then I just take less damage. So I think this kind of makes sense. Maybe it was worth just taking 1 damage. Well, that's a good find. So I guess we can just hold up the loot here. Because we need to find an elf. If they like tap out for Bone Crusher and we draw an elf, then they die. Thoughtseize does not matter whatsoever. Fatal Push does, but Thoughtseize does not. Soul Cauldron is so busted in this deck. Alright, well, if we draw an elf, they're dead. So that's cool. Loot. It doesn't quite count. We can discard the Mimic, I think. Maybe. So loot first. Discard. We want to get the Vannifar in the graveyard. So let's do that. And then we go Oath of Nissa, untap Rona. There's an elf. Alright, now we go green elf. Cauldron, Vannifar. Counter here. Sack Elf. Get Monitor. Monitor untap here, and they're dead. This deck is so cool, man. It's so sick. Ah, love this deck. Sack this, get Specialist. Specialist, get back Monitor. I'm going to try saving targets, see if that works. I think it should work. Get the last Specialist. Bring back this. Untap Rona. Sack this. Get Mimic. Copy this. Get back this. Do. Get Mimic. Copy this. Get back this. Do. Untap. Sack Monitor. Get Haste. Attack. Will I finally play Garuda combo with Cavern? Perhaps. Maybe for a small fee. Perhaps even for a donation deck. Will Red X Dinosaur aggro be a thing in Pioneer? New cards: Belligerent Yearling, Raptor, the Hammer Skull. The two cards that kind of catch my eye are the 1-mana Dork and the 2-mana 3/2 Trample. The one problem, or the biggest issue with the 2-mana 3/2 Trample is it dies to Stomp. If it was like a 2/3 instead of a 3/2, it'd be so much better. But it dying to Stomp is kind of a huge downside. Why does this deck play Rona? Excellent question. The biggest reason is because you're playing Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and you kind of actually, like, there are some games where you have Cauldron, and you actually just want to put your Prime Speaker in the graveyard so you can use it with Cauldron. And you have a ton of, like, cheap legends to untap it, mostly Oath of Nissa, and it just helps fix a lot of your draws. So even though you're not infinite comboing with Rona, it's just an extremely good value card. And it's also very, very powerful when combined with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Can I submit a dono deck for Standard? You sure can. Somebody else already did, actually. We're going to be playing some Standard next week. I'm gonna spend some time on that, Midi Pet. I definitely will be incinerating some play points. Nice Thoughtseize, by the way. Thoughtseize is so good. It's so good that it just summons the same card to the top of your deck. It took the Cauldron this time. Okay. Ooh. That's honestly arguably better than drawing arguably better than drawing another Soul Cauldron. That's not true. Probably would have rather drawn a Soul Cauldron there. I have a question. Is Thoughtseize Magic's Pot of Greed? God. I summon Thoughtseize to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. No, it's like Demonic Tutor. It's reverse Demonic Tutor. Metagame Mentor, the top 15 modern decks for November 2023. How, when was this, when did this happen? Is there a date on it? October 26th, though it just came out 4 days ago. Archetype, Rakdos Evoke. She evoked my Rack till I'm dose. 18.5%. I mean, like, look at this, dude. It's almost 20%, and the next closest deck is, like, that's 13% less. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Alright, don't kill my homie. Please and thank you. Please don't kill my creature. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, but I can't read, so I'm not going to read the write-up. Hopefully they just cast Shieldred. You expect me to read? What do you think this is? Alright. I will attempt to enact my combination. Are they going to kill my Prime Speaker in response? I'd like go for the thread here. That actually kind of works, doesn't it? Hollow Pollock, thank you for the Prime sub. That actually kind of works. Awkward. Okay. Well, now what? Yeah, Oath for a 2-drop does it. So we'll play Oath. Rona or Fauna Shaman. That also does it. So we just get back the monitor. Monitor. Doop, doop. Now you're dead. This one. This one. We have assembled the combination. This deck's cracked. I see why Oath of Nissa is so good in the deck. Yeah, there's just nothing that replaces it either. So there's a card called Invasion of... I think it's which one? I always get them confused. Is it Ixalan or is it... There's two invasions. One's XGG and one's green colorless. Look at the top four. It's Ixalan, right? Okay. Yeah, Invasion of Ixalan, which is green colorless battle. Look at the top four, and I think you reveal a permanent. What's the other one then? What am I missing? Yeah, I mean, this hand's a little sketch because it doesn't really have much but besides Elf Vannifar, but I do usually keep these hands. Was wondering what sideboard cards beat your deck. I mean, some sort of like surgical extraction type effects, whether it's Necromancer or Slaughter Games on Vannifar, could be pretty devastating. That could be kind of tough. Yeah, Pithing Needle too. Pithing Needle's good. Although Needle notably gets beaten by Agatha's Soul Cauldron, which is kind of sick. They Needle Prime Speaker and you're just like, all Soul Cauldron, whatever, you know? That'd be kind of hot. Alright, what are we looking for here? Probably a Rona. Easy. Yeah, Cage is good too. Ooh. When's the last time you saw somebody play Grafdigger's Cage and Pioneer? Up the Beanstalk with Gigantha. Okay, this is like the 4-color deck. I'm gonna loot. Alright, please don't kill my Vannifar. Asking nicely. I'm not gonna loot main phase, I'll wait till their turn. Excited for Simic Merfolk? Simic Merfolk, huh? Oh, you know what? Another thing that I found out the other day that actually beats this deck is Graveyard Hate. Whether it's like Unlicensed Hearse or Landline of the Void, because if you exile the Corridor Monitor, then I can't combo off. So Graveyard Hate is surprisingly good against this too, which is kind of funny. Okay, that's good. Is this Reflector Mage ever going to be relevant? I don't know. Maybe. I think I'd rather have the Specialist. Not sure if that's right. So, they're dead to another Vannifar. Okay, well now we'll just discard this. Now we go... I don't want to tap the Elf because I need... Oh no, I could just put a counter on this, right? But I won't tap the Elf anyways. We'll tap this for Oath. Oath, untap Rona. Yeah, Vannifar is lethal. It's not Vannifar, but it's 3 more looks, right? Oh, no, because... Do I have enough mana to play Tyvar and Cauldron? Don't need that. Do I have enough mana to play Tyvar and Cauldron? So if I go 3 mana, untap Rona. No, I don't. Right? Because I have to minus the Tyvar to get 3 looks at the Vannifar. So therefore I would not be able to untap the Elf with Tyvar. Yeah, because I have 5 mana, but that's only if I untap. If I use Tyvar to untap. Which I guess gives me an extra loot, right? Yeah, so I can go Cauldron, untap Rona, loot. Well, I guess I have to Tyvar first, right? Yeah, Tyvar, untap Rona, loot. Tyvar, untap Elf, Cauldron, untap Rona, loot again. Jubilant Alpha Tyvar. Uh, yeah, but that's kind of risky, right? Oh, wait. What if I discard the Elf to Rona and then get that back with Tyvar? I could do that, right? So I go Tyvar. Yeah, I just go Tyvar, trigger untap Rona, loot with Rona, discard Elf, minus Tyvar, get back Elf, land Cauldron, right? I think I can do that. That should work out. And then I get 5 looks. So we loot here. Discard this. Minus. Still haven't hit it. Does Fauna Shaman work? No, I don't think Fauna Shaman works, though. I don't have enough mana. Because if I rebuy Fauna Shaman, I've already used Tyvar. Then I can go land, discard Mimic, get Vannifar, but then I can't play the Cauldron this turn, right? So I think we just go get back Elf, play Confluence, play Cauldron. Oh, this actually doesn't even work. Right, because even if I loot into Vannifar, this is going to be tapped. So I guess we just pass? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played the Cauldron this turn. Could have held the Cauldron for a turn, not expose it to binding. This deck's got some lines. This deck definitely has some lines. And honestly, when I know this is going to sound crazy, but it kind of feels like I'm playing Birthing Pod. I'm getting those kind of vibes. I think this deck has the potential to be extremely powerful. Okay, target. Probably Rona. It's fine, we can loot in response. Perfect. We were only 1 card away. Okay. And I can go end of turn. Oh. Fuck. They could have another binding. This is bad into another binding. But I'm doing this end of turn so I can get counters on both elves to play around a removal spell on elf, not Cauldron. You know what? Maybe I should have just kept the Vannifar. Yeah, maybe that was right. They have something. Sucks. Get Godless Shrine. It's okay. We'll draw another Vannifar. That's pretty good. Get back Fauna Shaman. Wait, are they still dead? They're still dead, right? Yeah, they're still dead. Discard this, untap here, Vannifar. It's crazy that I just, like, instantly won the game. Untap here. God, this deck is so sick. Corridor Monitor. Untap here. Sack this. Well, actually, we've gone through enough specialists where we don't have lethal this turn. Because I can only attack with... Yeah, we don't quite have enough to kill them, I think. Right? 3, 6, 9... Yeah, it's 3, 6, 9... Or no, 4, 8, 12, 15 damage. So we could still lose if they have a Wrath. Because, yeah, we milled over too many specialists and Glasspool Mimics. So if they have some kind of Wrath, we're probably in a really bad spot. But they will just not have a Wrath. Easy. Alright, what do we want against... I have not been sideboarding much with this deck. What is opponent's deck? They're like... It's just like 4-color, 5-color mid-range with Up the Beanstalk. It's like Up the Beanstalk, Binding, Bring to Light, Bring to Light package, Omnath, that kind of stuff. They have like Selfless Glyphweaver, Valky, etc., etc. With Bring to Light, of course. Yeah, they have the shark. Whatever the shark's called. What's up, Will? Is there a similar build to this in Modern? I haven't seen one, but I'm sure you could, increase the card quality a little bit in Modern. Stroke is good. Do I want any of my tutor targets? Right, I'm going to bring in Stroke. I think Reflector Mage is probably unnecessary. I usually shave an Elf, and then shave a Fauna Shaman for, like, maybe 2 strokes in the Liberator. Because Liberator blows up Binding. I like that. I like Liberator more than I like Frillback in general, because it's better with Cauldron. Can we beat Leyline on the monitor? Yeah, we have Knight of Autumn and Liberator. Well, we can also get Knight of Autumn. Just, like, sack a random 2 Knight there, Binding. Maybe I want the Frillback, too. If we can cut, like, the 3rd Mimic, we could try that. Yeah, just having all the disenchant stuff seems good. Am I worried about cutting the 3rd Mimic? Maybe. Because now if I draw a single Mimic or Specialist, it could maybe be hard to kill them in that turn, in the same turn. This hand's absurd. It's missing a Tyvar, but it's really good. I know it's greedy, but is Boseiju valuable enough to make room for? If you wanted to play a Boseiju in this deck, I think you'd have to add a land. Because we're playing 23 lands, 65 cards. But the mana is a little rough, I will say that. The mana can be a little sketch. Yeah, no chained. Might as well Oath first. Interesting. Do I want my 4th land, or do I want Fauna Shaman? I could also just take Knight of Autumn. Just having it in my hand doesn't sound that bad. If they Binding my Vannifar. Kind of like that. And then we can go this Rona. Yeah. Just, like, randomly having it in hand seems good. Rending Volley. Well, now I could Specialist that back. Not next turn, I'm going to play Vannifar, of course. Elvish Aberration into Modern. Wasn't it in, like, MH... Wasn't that card in MH1? I thought it was. Yeah, that was the cycling stuff. I'm pretty sure it was in MH1. Their turn 3 was pick up Gigantha Pass. Powerful. Powerful turn 3 play. Double Masters? Oh, I don't know why I thought it was an MH1 or something. Oh, that's Llanowar Abomination, right? How could I forget? Double Volley's kind of rough. I'm not playing the Mimic as a land, because I might just want to save it as a clone. Like, I might just want to not play my land next turn, and just hold this. That is not great. They always have one of their 4 Fabled Passages, too. See, in Modern, it's like whatever, because people play with 10 to 12 fetch lands, but you only get 4 of these in Pioneer. So it's, like, doubly annoying when they just randomly have one of their Fabled Passages. Feels like it feels a lot more sacky in Pioneer. Okay, well, this is not good. If they Slaughter Games us, should I concede? I'm thinking about it. Like, theoretically, we could win, but it's going to be really difficult to win through an Omnath. Like, I kind of want to just do it to conceal information. Yeah, but how am I killing an Omnath? They got Valky? I don't give a shit about Valky. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't. They're doing a very good job at exiling my Rona, such that I cannot rebuy it with Extraction Specialist. If only this could put counters on anything, then I could kill Tybalt. Yeah, this one's looking... Oh, I can kill Tybalt with Recruiter, actually. Okay. JK Torborg, thank you so much for the 29-month resub. Getting us that much closer to play some Pure Modern. Thanks again, JK Torborg. Appreciate you. We're getting closer to the goal. Would love to play. I would love to host a Pure Modern event right now. That would be some good content. Which creature do I throw under the bus? I almost feel like keeping the elf is more important. Yeah, I think keeping the elf is more important. And because I have 2 3s in my hand, I am gonna play the Mimic this turn. Maybe I can double spell next turn. Spell Shift, yeah. If we host Pure Modern, JK Torborg is definitely gonna play some Spell Shift. What cards am I most hyped about in the new set? Of all the spoilers that I've seen so far, certainly the white-black 2-drop. I'm gonna spend a lot of time with that one. That card is super sick. As our collective representative, will you please tell WotC that we will start calling it the E word if they agree to ban it? Well, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because it's going to no longer be on coverage if we ban it. So there's going to be nothing to call, right? No, not the Explore creature, the sack outlet. I love that card so much. That card is so hype. And rest in peace too. Boros Scam best deck after Grief Ban. I'm gonna pack this one in. We're done here. We're donezo. We are donezo. Oh, this song is so good. Very, very good choice for song request, Hilarious. Love this song. Okay, do we want to change anything for game 3? Kind of want this Mimic back in. I'm gonna cut a Fauna Shaman. No, I don't want to cut a Fauna Shaman. I'm gonna submit 66. Nah, Uruk-Thar's bad, I think. Is it bad? It's kind of slow. Might not be that bad, though. Maybe this is too many disenchants. Let's try the Uruk-Thar. Let's see how it goes. I know for a fact it's going to be in my opening hand now. Placing bets as to whether or not this Uruk-Thar is going to be in my opening hand. I can assure you it will be. You don't board in 6-drops to not draw them. Do I think Pioneer is in a better spot than Modern? Yes, I do. I do wholeheartedly believe that. Sand seems fine, right? It's no elf, but Oath to hit land drops, Rona into Tyvar into Prime Speaker. Like, you can't ask for a lot more than this. How do you pot into Uruk-Thar? I'm gonna play Plaza. I don't think it matters. My life total is mostly relevant against them. Turning this shit up. Well, also, the sick part about the Gigantha potting line is Gigantha makes blue-green, and Tyvar gives Prime Speaker haste. So you can just, like, play Gigantha. If you have 2 other mana, tap Gigantha for blue-green, use the other 2 mana, play Vannifar, sack Gigantha, get Uruk-Thar. It just all, you know, it's perfect. It's just what we call good deck building. Should I insta-minus this Tyvar? It's way better if they have binding. Yes, we hit an elf too. Perfect. Alright, just cast Fable and die, please. Land Fable. Dedge. Ah, you have been defeated. The game is now over. It's Jover. We're done. We're just done. We are done. It is actually Jover. Yeah, imagine drawing Monitor there for the turn. That would have been poetic justice. Poetic justice. Yes, our opponent is deaded. Unless I misclick. Which, I have been known to misclick on occasion. Oh, wait, am I 1 point short? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. I might be 1 point short, right? No, because I can untap the Prime Speaker. Right? Yeah, okay. Was I short if I couldn't untap the Prime Speaker? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, it's still 19. Even if I didn't untap this, it's still 19, so it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it was 19 either way, so it's fine. This deck is... Chat, we, I don't say this lightly, but we may have broken it. Perhaps we may have broken it. Perhaps. So this is kind of like a 6-card hand. Recruiter in your opening hand, for the lack of a better term, is a brick. But this is a really good 6-card hand. Like, Rona Tyvar is pretty nice. Like, do I think the average 6 is better than Rona Tyvar 4 lands? I don't think so. I think Rona Tyvar 4 lands is better than most 6s. So I'm going to keep this. I could be wrong. Ooh, Mono Green. Mono Green's a very good matchup. In theory, it is. Because they just don't have a lot of interaction. Besides Karn. Karn is the only card that matters. As is the case in most Mono Green versus anything matchups. It's just Karn's the best card in their deck by so much. Okay. Well, if they have Karn, this might be tough. Anything else is fine. I think I just snap minus here. It's kind of awkward, though. So, I have a couple of options. I can loot first to try and draw into a 1 or a 2 drop to get back with Tyvar. The other issue with milling is if I hit second Rona, I would want to loot first. But if I hit anything but second Rona, I kind of don't want to loot. So I think it might just be better to loot and then uptick. And that can preserve the Tyvar as well. So I think I like that a little bit better. Because if I minus, they can just attack it with the Llanowar Elves. Okay, that's somewhat interesting. I think it's still better to just do this, though. Yeah. Alright, no Karn, please. Prage, no Karn. Anything but Karn. Hello, Mana Reds. Anything in your deck but Karn. I can't figure out why the list is 65. So, the thing about the Prime Speaker combo is God damn it, they always have it. It requires a lot of deck spots. So the theory behind playing 65 is that you need certain room to play all of the cards that you want to be playing to fit your combo pieces, but then you also want a little bit of utility. So I know it's weird to play 65, but I oddly think that it makes sense in this deck. I think there's a decent chance they may name Rona. Yeah, they might not have a land. See if they know what's going on. I hope they name Rona. Or Tyvar, for that matter. 69 might be the optimal number. They did name Rona. That's good for us. Yes, you do need an elf in play, Jealous. You do need an elf in play. So, this is kind of awkward. Need to find a Fauna Shaman. No, we can't flip Rona because it got named by Needle. I'm gonna minus. Go from there. Hit nothing. That's rough. I guess we can go attack Karn? Yeah. Attack Karn such that if they don't block, and then they are going to block. But if they didn't block and tried to minus Karn next turn, it would just die, because it would be at 2 loyalty. So we'll go untap here. Cast Elf, play tap land. Pass. And in theory, we can still win if we find a Vannifar. Unless they get boat and kill Tyvar, which there's a relatively high likelihood of them doing that. Would not be surprised if they got boat here and killed Tyvar. Okay. They spiked the second Nykthos, that's bad. I think we're probably dead. Alright, well, good time to go to the bathroom while they're comboing. I'll be right back. Spam Joel while I'm gone. I'm not dead. Oh, God Pharaoh's statue. Do we have outs? Oath costs 3, right? We're so close. So Oath costs 3. Oath costs 3, and then Vannifar would cost 6. So we need 9 mana. No, we can't loot because they needled Rona. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 mana. 7 with the untap of Tyvar. I don't think 7 mana is enough to really do anything. I mean, the shitty thing about killing Karn is we have to lose. We would have to lose the Rona and the Elf, because they can just eat Rona trade. But yeah, maybe there is a universe where we get one more turn. Although it's probably not going to be a turn with Tyvar in play, and that's another big issue. I mean, in any case, I'm just going to cast the Oath pre-combat. See what I hit. I don't even necessarily have to kill Karn. No, we don't have Beseiju. We have Night of Autumn. Don't quite have enough mana. We're 1 mana short, right? 1, 2, 3, and then untap is 4 mana. Close. Yeah, why do I care about this Karn? The Karn doesn't do anything, right? I don't think the Karn matters that much. Yeah, it's all spells. For activate Cauldron. The thing is, if I kill Karn, they get to kill Tyvar. And then drawing Vannifar is not an out. So I think what I'm going to do is just play this and pass. And just not attack Karn. Because losing this would mean then the Vannifar is not an out. So I think I have to keep this in play. Oh, did I not just plus Tyvar that turn? Whoops. I think I forgot to plus Tyvar. I just didn't want to activate my Planeswalker. That's fine. I don't need it. It's fine. I don't need the loyalty. I'm honestly probably dead anyways. It's a storm from hand. I'm gonna ban MTG bot just so you can't type exclamation point punt anymore. Just banning MTG bot from existence. No, I went 2/2 drop. Vorinclex. You Doom Bunt again? Shut up! Shh, 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 shh. Attacking Tyvar. I will block with my Corridor Monitor. Alright, Vannifar. Interesting. Wait, do I not have white mana? Fuck, I don't have white mana. Wait. I don't have a single white source. I don't have any white mana. You know. Mistakes were made, okay? Mistakes were made. I guess Gigantha's white mana. Alright, let's just move on. Let's go to the next game. Yeah, I do have both. Okay, Rurkthar bad. Leyline bad. Archon good. Some number of Frillback Liberator is good. I think I'd prefer just Liberator. I could consider Kitesail Freebooter. Bring in this. I don't think we need the Reflector Mage. We can trim a Fauna Shaman. I don't mind shaving a Cauldron because it is bad against Karn. And we'll just submit 66. Cauldron's flavor text coming up there. Well, no, it says you can only activate abilities, right? Not cast spells. So Cauldron does not allow you to cast spells as though they were any mana, right? Okay, well, this is a turn 3 kill on the play against green, so good luck. Not really sure how they're beating this hand. They have to, like, play Karn on turn 2. Yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it. They could have maybe brought in the needle or something. What's wrong with Modern LoL? I mean, go look at the challenges this weekend. There was a top 32 of the Saturday challenge that had 13 scam decks. There were 6 in the top 8. Like, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. I added some text to the card. Custom cards by distinction. I did buy the No Changes shirt. Did you guys see this? This merch was some Spice Rack merch. Hold on, let me kill my opponent real quick. I'll kill my opponent, then I'll show you the merch during sideboarding. Monitor. Untap. Zach. This. Gonna make sure I click on the right 3-drop. This. Although, if I get an Archon here, I probably still can't lose. So it's probably okay. Alright, they don't want to play. Sweet. Where is the, where's that merch? Yeah, here it is. Look at this. Check this merch out. I do find it hilarious that they spelled Heathy and diverse. But there was some Spice Rack merch. I got the No Changes t-shirt. I kind of wanted to buy the hat that was misspelled. My hat would just say Heathy and diverse, and nobody would have any idea what I'm talking about. Like, nobody would get the joke. What exactly is Heathy? Was that like you've had a little too many Heath bars? Is that what that is? Sand does not have a Tyvar nor a Vannifar. I think I'm gonna ship this. This one's close, right? Oh man, put back Recruiter, Land Elf. I mean, does this hand win if it draws lands? Probably. The nice thing about this hand is I have the Knight in hand. So if I just draw lands and they go Karn for Needle, I can Knight the Needle. I mean, I have to keep a hand like this in the draw, right? I think I do. They didn't play an elf. That's good. It's a good sign for us. Is Scam only 20% of modern play? There have been times in Pioneer where several decks were above 20. Rakdos, Mono Green Phoenix, Modern have an answer to Modern not have an answer to Scam. I mean, it's a really hard deck to target. Like, it's just because it attacks from so many different angles, you know? So it's not as easy as just, like, you know, play a sideboard card. And people have been trying to play, you know, Leyline of the Void or Leyline of Sanctity or Subtlety to stop the turn 1 scam. But the issue is when you mulligan to your sideboard card so they can't turn 1 scam you, they just play a Ragavan and then a Voidwalker, and then it's just, you know, from there it's really, really tough. Oh, I should have Knight of Autumn, yeah. Why didn't I do that? I don't know why I didn't cast Knight of Autumn that turn. That was really dumb. Yeah, I should have definitely done that. It's fine. I mean, honestly, the more that I think about it, it might have actually been better to save the Knight of Autumn because kind of their only way out is Karn Needle on Vannifar, and if they do that, I just go Night Kill the Needle and die, and they die, right? So, honestly, maybe it was correct to not play the Knight. Now that I'm thinking about it. So here they have Karn. OGT. No Nykthos, maybe? No Nykthos, please? Okay, they don't have Nykthos. We win. Chat, we win! Needle on Vannifar. Knight of Autumn, kill you. Tormod's Crypt. Same thing, right? We just blow up the Crypt. Doesn't really matter. So we don't loot. Go white, green, here, Knight. Pop the Crypt. Destroy this. And you are dead. You have been defeated. Sure. Sack this. Get the thing. Untap the thing. Get the thing. Bring back the thing. Yeah, so for those of you wondering why we had to kill the Tormod's Crypt, this is why. Because our combo does involve the graveyard. Funny enough, kind of got paid off for not casting that Knight of Autumn, huh? I'm not saying that it's like, you know, it was correct or incorrect to not do so, but it definitely was a decision to not cast it. Because again, I think their only way out of this was Karn. So it kind of made sense to not cast the Knight, right? At least I think it did. Dun, dun, dun. He's declaring himself right retroactively. Yeah, exactly. that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm glad we're on the same page. What mana? I have floating mana. I would like to attack you with all of my creatures. Sounds like open results oriented. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. But I mean, honestly, like if you look at my hand, one of their only. Here's the thing, though: the only card that matters in this entire matchup is Karn, and we had the answer to Karn in my hand. So, like, imagine a world. Okay, think about this, right? Imagine where I cast a Knight of Autumn, right? I blow up their enchantment. They just go like land, second enchantment, maybe an elf pass. I play Vannifar. They go Karn, Needle, and I don't have the Knight anymore, right? Then it's like. I actually think it was correct to not cast it. I think this hand's good. It's a little lane heavy, but I think it's good. This matchup seems kind of difficult. This seems like probably the Nightmare matchup. Maybe? Yeah, probably. Oh, right. I forgot. They just have this card, which stops our entire fucking deck. Well, shit. This is not good. This is not good. Your turn. Anyone's game. Do we have removal? I have one Reflector Mage that I can tutor for. So 1 Mage, 4 Vannifar, 3 Fauna Shaman. If only I could cast that. If I mill, I lose my Tyvar. It's probably still worth it, though, because I have Cauldron. Fuck. No, god damn it. No! Not like this. Alright, time to train the troops. Time to train the troops. She trained my troops till I'm recruiting. Wow, this is not great. Not great. Is this plan C or D? This is like plan Q. This is the plan if we don't hit the sub goal for pure modern. That's what this plan is. Plan L underscore. Yeah, maybe they cast Supreme Verdict and we can actually win. Two white mana. Oh my god. So we have no attacks. Alright, now we're on like plan Q at this point. Plan Q. Actually, I can attack, right? Because if they double block... Yeah, I can actually attack here. Attack's good. If they double, then I just put a counter on one of them. Eat this. Counter here. Alright, your turn. I mean, depending on how good or bad their hand is, we can just win with mediocre beats. Maybe. Okay, that's a good sign for us. That is a good sign for us. A single block with each was better. Yeah, I think so. Maybe they missed the fact that I could put a counter on something. So let's go to combat first. Attack with these. I'm thinking about not casting Giganta this turn. They're only on 5 mana, so I don't have to exile the Deluge now. Just want to split up the power a little bit. I mean, is it worth playing Giganta? It's kind of nice that Giganta can let me cast the Recruiter next turn, right? No, I think it's probably better to play the Rona here. And just hold. Maybe not. It's close. Ooh, I could have shocked and flipped Rona. Yeah, that would have been good. I could have shocked and flipped Rona. That would have been a little bit better. Doomscar. Okay, well. Guess it didn't matter if I flip Rona. They didn't play a land. Fauna Shaman's kind of appealing here. What if I just go Fauna Shaman, Mimic, copy Fauna Shaman? And then if they have one removal spell, I still have access to Fauna Shaman? I think I like that. Yeah, I like that. If they have Second Wrath, then it sucks, but Gigantha's more mana. This line can kill them next turn, though. Right? No, I guess we need one more creature. Because we don't have an elf. I don't need to eat Deluge yet. They only have access to 6 mana. That's bad. Fuck. I love the Memory Deluge Farewell deck. Combo. Exile Deluge. I mean, they did it themselves. I didn't have to exile their Deluge. Mana Confluence would have been so insane there to be able to kill Teferi. Let's do this. I guess we have to mill the Gigantha. I need to hit something off Tyvar here. And bricked. Go. That sucks. This matchup seems so bad for us. Alright, in the queue. Song request for Microwave. In the queue. Are we on a timeout victory? No, they're playing pretty fast. This one seems kind of jover. Worst possible matchup. 3 mana, 3/2. Your turn. Shouldn't I collect threads? What do you mean? Collect threads? Yeah, I think I'm good here. I think I'm good, chat. I think I'm good. Okay. This card seems good. This card seems good. Just like additional threats. I lose Giganta though. We really need to find a 5-drop that is a standalone threat that does not make you lose Giganta, because that's kind of a problem. Like, the Giganta matters so much in these matchups. Especially if you're bringing in the Rorgthar, because you need a 5-drop to be able to pot into. Yeah, maybe it's Scarab God. That could be a good one. If they're playing Farewell, they probably don't have many artifacts and enchantments to blow up, right? Yeah, Hermit and Freebooter seem very good, along with Disdainful Stroke. Ride or Die, thank you for the bits. Yeah, Thragtusk. There's a Workshop Warchief, but I think that one's also double green. Where's your message? You didn't paste it. You gotta do cheer 100 and then paste the message. I feel like Scarab God is probably better than Kenrith. It's close. Alright, I'm gonna shave at least 2 elves. I don't think I need this. It feels really weird to keep in Reflector Mage. But I don't know how else I'm beating the stupid Stern Proctor. Would you ever consider, like, cutting the combo? No way, that's right. Yeah, maybe I'll just say it in Brian's voice. I know, right? And also, it doesn't win if they have a second. If they have a second Stern Proctor, Reflector Mage does nothing. We could just hope they don't draw it, or hope to force them into a spot where they have to Wrath, and then we can combo. What's up, Danny? Yeah, it's just like, it's too bad to keep the Reflector Mage in. I'm just gonna submit 66. I've been doing that a lot. This song is good. Both Recruiters in my hand. I can't keep this. Yeah, we're playing for a trophy, but unfortunately we queued into the actual worst possible Nightmare matchup. That sounds good. Is that even bad? Oh, you just want to cast some Recruiters? Maybe. Maybe that hand was better than I thought it was. We had 3. Yeah, we did. Ooh. Okay, I figured out how to win this matchup. Cast Prime Speaker Vannifar on turn 3. I figured it out, chat. Go. I figured it out. Don't do it! Fuck! God damn it. Fed lethal. Well, here's a spot where I kind of wish I had the Reflector Mage. What am I doing with Fauna Shaman, though? I don't even know. Could try to set up Rorgthar. That might be the best plan, is just Rorgthar them. So we go play Fauna Shaman. I guess it doesn't matter what I untap. I'm not going to use the Tyvar again. I guess I could have picked up Giganta. Okay. Yeah, I should have picked up Giganta and then also used the Fauna Shaman. Because I could have been Shock, 3 mana, pick up Giganta, untap Elf, pass, use Fauna Shaman. Yeah, I should have Shocked there. Okay. Combo deck. Maybe they paid 2. Maybe. They chose not to attack. Alright. I'm gonna hope this Rorgthar does anything. Is there anything else I could get? Let's just look real quick. Specialist, no. Recruiter, no. Freebooter, no. Alright, Rorgthar it is. Do I think Fight Rigging will be a semi-competitive deck with the new 3 mana 6/6? Well, better than that Puffin, there's a 2 mana 8/8. No, I think Hermit's just worse than getting Rorikthar. Not if, I guess not if they have March, because I have to float a mana for Elf, and I have to untap the Elf, and if they March that Elf, then it's bad. Although, if they March the Elf now, I can just draw an untapped land. Because they're definitely thinking about marching now. But they should wait. God damn it. Yeah, they're definitely going to march this Elf. Like 1,000% going to march it. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess... pick up Gigantha, maybe? I probably just get another elf with Fauna Shaman, right? Extract the Ogre? What do you mean, extract the Ogre? I think I'm discarding Specialist to get something. I don't know what I'm getting, but I'm definitely discarding Specialist here. I can get Kitesail Freebooter and pay. I have 4 cards in hand. But then I can't cast Rorikthar if I don't draw a land. Which would be kind of bad. Yeah, we can't flip Rona. I mean, I could just get Rona and loot. I think I'm just going to get an elf here and play towards... I'm going to get an elf and play towards Rorikthar. Pick up Gigantha this turn. Alright, your turn. A little scary because they have a million mana. How should they fix Modern? What cards would you like to see banned? It's weird. Modern is in a spot right now where one single ban is not going to fix everything. Because if you just ban something out of Scam, or if you just ban something out of Beans, it's just going to create this domino effect where Scam is like weirdly sort of keeping certain decks in check, like Amulet and other big mana strategies. So if you just remove Scam, then big mana becomes way too good. So there's not really a singular card they could ban that would really quote-unquote fix everything. It would kind of have to be like a... Multiple cards would probably have to go. But yeah, ban it all, start over, you know. I'm down with that. Rest in peace. Okay, they tapped kind of poorly for that. Oh, okay. No, they just don't want the ETB trigger. Alright. Don't have another March. Because they could also have a counter spell. Alright, I will cast Rorikthar. Okay. That's a good start. I like to see that. No counterspell. If they don't find a sweeper, we're in a pretty good spot. My group of 30-plus guys playing Modern got extremely excited when we saw your Pure Modern tournament. Any plans on doing them more often? So we actually currently have a sub-goal in place. And if we do get to that sub-goal, which right now are... It's total subs. So right now we're at 541, and the goal is 700. So if we make it to that sub-goal, I will be hosting another Pure Modern tournament. So that's what we have the sub-goal in place for. Pure Modern is essentially Modern with the same current ban list, but no Horizons and no Lord of the Rings. So no supplemental sets, basically. It doesn't do anything. Oh, this matchup is so unbelievably rough. Okay, what you got? Surely they have nothing, right? Should have played my land first. Go. Imagine not playing my land first, huh? Blue-White Lotus or Blue-White in general? Well, I think Blue-White in general is probably rough, but specifically this version, because they have Strict Proctor, which stops the combo entirely. They have, like, a bunch more Wraths than normal Blue-White does. But mostly the fact that they just have 4 copies of this card. And if they have this in play, you just can't combo them. So I think that alone makes it pretty rough. So I would say this one more so than regular blue-white, but they're both probably tough. Yeah, that tweet went crazy, Ethan. I tweeted last night, no changes. That's it. This was the tweet. I just like took all the scam decks from the challenges this weekend. You'll love to see it. 1 Bone Crusher main. Proctor has 3 toughness, so Bone Crusher does not kill it. Yeah, fire design, am I right? Alright, we're done. You win. Alright. Fine. Yeah, the entire top 6 was all scam decks. Alright, well, we were gonna 5-0 until we played the one bad matchup. Alright. We're allowed to have a singular bad matchup. Mostly because that deck is bad and nobody should play it, but, you know. I kid. Or really. Or am I kidding? Let's run it back. Deck felt great. No changes. Yeah, 4-1 might as well be a trophy. Gerald with a deck